Everyone knows that feeling, wanting to experience more stories, but struggling to find the time. That's where Audible changes everything. With over 1 million audiobooks and Audible originals, there's a story waiting to spark anyone's imagination. Take The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley, the gripping psychological thriller that's keeping listeners on the edge of their seats. Imagine unraveling its mysteries during your morning commute, or losing yourself in its twists and turns while doing household chores. That's the magic of Audible. It transforms daily routines into opportunities for thrilling discoveries. The best part? Members get access to thousands of included titles, with new content added regularly. From bestsellers to hidden gems, every genre imaginable is at their fingertips. And with one easy-to-use app, switching between favorites or discovering new passions has never been simpler. There's more to imagine when you listen. Start a free 30-day Audible trial and get your first audiobook free at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
Now it's time for Inspirational Women and my guest, Shanisty Ireland, a mom of 5 who is a blogger and a food and lifestyle influencer. Shanisty is here to talk about food, naturally, but more specifically salads, just perfect as we move into more of spring and the summer and all the fresh veggies and fruits. Shanisty Ireland, good morning. It's so great to have you join us today.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
And I'm happy that you have all this wonderful information for us for our good health as we get into these longer days, the active days that really require good nutrition, but aiming to keep it all simple. Because with working and with managing a family and a few kiddos or more, aiming for simplicity is certainly key.
Yeah, it's a lot of logistics. It's a lot of chauffeuring. It's a lot of, I feel like I just spend so much time on my calendar just trying to sort through everything. And so-and-so has to go here and here and here and here. And of course, no one's ever going to the same place at the same time. But I tell you what, one of the really important things for me as just a mom and a food blogger is to really try our hardest to have dinners together. It's just a great time to get the family together around the dinner table, to have those really great conversations. It's just so important to me that we still try to do that as many days out of the week as we possibly can.
And that just easily moves right into what we want to talk about in terms of food, and you as a food blogger, a foodie, if you will. And now here we are in May, and it's National Salad Month. So with National Salad Month, you have a special recipe that you'll want to share with us, but do you have some interesting kinds of tidbits about salad and its health effects in our life?
Yeah, so National Salad Month was established in 1992, and the goal of it really was to encourage folks to incorporate more salads into their daily regimen. I think that salads just have I just remember as a kid, it was just the typical house salad with some tomatoes and carrots and ranch dressing, and that was it. And I just think that over time, salads have evolved into these superfoods, and they've evolved into these meals almost. There's so much you can do with salad. But lettuce has been around since ancient kings in Persia over 2,500 years ago. They were munching on lettuce back then. We're still munching on it today. And another interesting fact is that in the 30s, U.S. spinach growers credited, you remember the cartoon Popeye, the popularity of spinach when Popeye was really popular just shot through the roof. Spinach sales were up 30% than they typically were because of that iconic cartoon. And lettuce is now one of the top 5 most popular vegetables in the country behind potatoes and broccoli, and over 20 million servings of salad are consumed every single week. And as I mentioned, salads have just transformed into really beautiful creations and incorporating a bunch of different vegetables in it. Of course, then they even have strawberry salads now with a strawberry vinaigrette. You can almost do anything with a salad, and I just love how versatile it is.
Absolutely. And it's such an easy ultimately easy way to get so much of our fiber, of our vegetables and fruits too, into our daily diet. And especially as we get into these spring and summer months, a salad is just so refreshing.
It really is. I think that especially this time of year, because we're not really thinking about the heavy comfort foods. We're not really thinking about soups or, a lot of crock pot recipes. We're thinking about stuff that has fresh vegetables, fresh herbs, have that wholesome taste, and that it's the sustainable food that's able to really just make your body healthy and just kind of give you a little bit of, Popeye power throughout the day to keep us going.
Right. That maybe that's the thing. Since Popeye and spinach was so popular in those bygone days, we need something that is along those lines to really get our kiddos on board too with eating all their greens.
Yeah, and I have 2 out of my 5 kids. I mean, my 8-month-old doesn't count, but who love salad, like genuinely love salad, and which blows my mind because I don't remember being that age loving salad. But, of course, now we have all of these delicious salad dressings that we can put on them, and you got to be a little careful. You can't just dump an entire bottle of ranch on them and call it healthy anymore. But there's just so many different varieties. And one of the salad dressings I wanted to talk to you about today is a newer brand that we're working with, and it's called Queen of Hearts salad dressing.
And I'm so excited that you are. I looked them up, and I think what's going to really resonate for us here on the West Coast is that it originates just south of where we are in Oregon. So that's a very exciting kind of local story, along with the fact that it is a woman-owned business.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's really exciting. I love that there's, all these wonderful female entrepreneurs that are getting their brands out there and their ideas out there. And I am truly obsessed with this salad dressing for a variety of reasons. But one thing that I love about this brand is they are made with hemp seed oil, hemp hearts, hemp protein. Hemp is going to be their superfood that they're going to be using for all of their salad dressing ingredients. Then they're putting in some lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, herb spices, and that is it. It's hard these days to find salad dressings that don't have added sugars and other things that aren't so great for us put in there. So it's almost like making a homemade salad dressing from scratch, knowing what all of those ingredients are that are going into them. And plus, you can pronounce all of those ingredients as well. So when you're looking at the bottle, the Queen of Hearts salad dressing bottle, you're going to be really surprised to see there aren't a ton of ingredients involved, but they just have a fantastic taste to them.
And it's so critical to underscore how you have to be so careful with what you buy and read the labels because there is so much stuff in it, especially sugar and unpronounceable words. So the Queen of Hearts salad dressings, it's, shall we say, like a no-brainer.
It is, and they have a variety of delicious flavors. They have herb ranch, zesty Caesar, spicy sesame, which is my personal favorite. They have green goddess and a sassy Italian as well. And as I had mentioned quickly, that their main superfood that they're going to be using, the main ingredient they're going to be using is hemp. And hemp is just a really wonderful way to get some of our nutrients in there. In fact, hemp seeds are an excellent source of protein. They contain all 9 essential amino acids. They also are a great source of omega-3 fatty acids, which is, of course, a healthy fat that we need in our diet, packed with vitamins, minerals such as vitamin E, magnesium, iron, zinc, B vitamins. So many wonderful things can be found within the hemp seed. So these salad dressings not only are using the hemp seed, they're also using hemp seed oil, hemp hearts, hemp protein as well in there. So it's just wonderful that it's kind of at the heart of their salad dressing.
So that really gives us a well-rounded meal with having all that protein along with all the vegetables. I mean, it's just super simple.
It is super simple, and like I was saying, you can throw anything into a salad nowadays. One of my favorite recipes is a roasted chickpea salad. We're going to, of course, be using the Queen of Hearts salad dressing with this. probably for this one, we're going to be using the Green Goddess dressing. It's a little bit lighter, and it's not going to be so heavy, such as the ranch may be. And for this recipe, essentially, we're just going to be taking a head of lettuce, some cucumbers diced, some quartered cherry tomatoes, an avocado. Of course, that's optional because I know there's some folks, aka my kids, who do not like avocados. And we're going to be roasting the chickpeas in the oven. And I love roasting chickpeas because it's, of course, a superfood, really excellent for you. And if you coat them with different seasonings such as paprika, cumin, turmeric, a little bit of olive oil on there, some sea salt, black pepper, they're just a wonderful thing to eat. You can roast those in the oven, 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Not to mention, it's also just kind of a nice snack to have those. And when you're topping it on this roasted chickpea salad, it just gives it a nice crunch. It's a good alternative to the crouton. It's a good alternative to something else that you may be putting on your salad that may not be as healthy for you. And it's just going to really give this salad a little pep in its step. It's going to spice it up a little bit in a really great way.
My mouth is watering because this sounds so great. And then in addition to the chickpeas being so healthy for us, adding the turmeric is another spice that is particularly good for us.
It is, yeah. Talk about another superfood. And turmeric is so versatile. I mean, you can use it, of course, on your chickpeas. I like to use it when I'm making chicken. You can actually have it in cold pressed juice. You can use it even to color Easter eggs. I actually used turmeric to color Easter eggs this year because it gives it a nice golden color, and it's not putting any kind of nasty acids on your Easter eggs that you can get in those little pill dyes that you get at the grocery store. So it's a really versatile thing to have in your spice cabinet for sure. It's wonderful.
So this is definitely a great salad to try. And we can find this information online, I think through your website for sure, right, Shanisty?
Yes, and if you want to learn more about Queen of Hearts, their website is queenofhearts.com. They're also on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can find them at local health food stores, or I really recommend folks just head over to their website. You can order online. You can find out in your area where perhaps they may be sold, and you can learn more about this wonderful brand that is passionate about sustainability and thoughtful nutrition. They're just a great brand, and I'm so happy to support them.
And I'm glad you said all of that. I did look at the website. I am just so intrigued by the story. And, ordering online is such a simple thing to do. There are a lot of locations, and I found that. But, some of us kind of live a little more remotely from those areas, and that just makes it, evens the playing field for us.
Yeah, and some people have 5 kids, and they just don't get out very often.
There's that.
I am all about the online shopping for sure. I'm totally guilty of that. So getting online is pretty much the easiest way to go ahead and snag some of these delicious dressings.
And we can find out more about you and keep up with you. You're on Instagram, for one.
Yes, I'm on Instagram. It's at Shanisty Ireland, and my website is called she'sbecomingdomestic.com. I have lots and lots and lots of recipes on there. The majority of my recipes only take about 30 minutes or less. 30 minutes is on the table, and a lot of them are kid-friendly as well because I don't really feel like cooking 3 dinners at night. So I have to find something that's going to definitely appease the majority of the people in my house. So you can find a lot of those recipes over on my Instagram and on my blog.
Well, and I have to say, looking at that website too, I did find that you recently made a pineapple chicken crock pot recipe that I thought, oh gosh, that sounds so simple. And I love crock pot cooking because it really frees up our day a lot.
It does. First of all, that recipe is fabulous. I was told my husband, I said, I think I'm going to make some pineapple chicken tonight. And he was like, I don't know about that. I said, no, it's going to be good. It's got some, some soy sauce in it, a little bit of brown sugar. It's absolutely delicious. And the crock pot is kind of my best friend because I love to just have that part of the meal already accomplished and finished before we get into the chaos of the afternoon activities when the kids get off the school bus. So I have a lot of really easy, I've got a lot of crock pot recipes on there, as you mentioned. I've got a wonderful Mother's Day recipe on there. So there's a lot of really fun stuff on there.
So that's a real important website to tag. And here again, making a simple crock pot meal and then put together one of the delicious salads that are chock full of great vegetables and topping it with the Queen of Hearts dressings will definitely give you a very healthy meal.
Yeah, I think everybody in your house is going to be very pleased with that meal.
Sounds so excellent. Well, it's always so fun to touch base and hear what you are up to, Shanisty Ireland. This has been quite fun and certainly keeping us healthy and well-rounded with the right kinds of foods.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on, and hopefully everyone takes some time this month to explore some new salad recipes and give Queen of Hearts a try for your salad dressing.
Absolutely. Well, Shanisty, it's been wonderful to once again spend time with you, and thank you for all this abundant information that you've shared with us.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. You have a great weekend.
Now we meet an inspirational young girl who I have no doubt is going to be an inspirational woman one day. Lucy Chick, at just age 10, has already had to climb a mountain, I feel. She was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at just age 3, and that, of course, means dealing with medications, needles, lots of appointments, and yet, as you hear her, this is a young lady filled with joy, laughter in her voice, determination in her veins, and just filled with lots of spirit. But let's meet Lucy, and you will hear, and I trust will want to support her in her goals for Beat the Bridge and the fundraising for research for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, JDRF. Lucy Chick, good morning, and thank you so greatly for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, well, you know what? At age 10, I think that you are particularly brave to be willing to talk to me on the phone, to be recorded, and then on the radio. When I was 10, I'm not sure I'd really even feel comfortable saying too much to people face to face. So I have to commend you on your courage.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. You know, you're actually a very courageous girl beyond this because as a youngster, I think I understood that at age 3, you were diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Probably at that age, you had no clue what was going on.
Yeah, it was pretty stressful.
Well, did you feel that as a 3-year-old? Did it make a difference in your life?
Kinda.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was probably very stressful on your parents, on probably the whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, kind of to the rescue then was the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, the JDRF, right?
Yeah.
So they were pretty instrumental because I understand soon after that, your family started to participate with Team Lucy in an event.
Yep.
And what was all that about?
I mean, we started doing Beat the Bridge 8 years ago, and we kind of just we kept doing it, and it was just how do I say this?
Was it an annual event? You did it every year?
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you say we, Lucy, who does that include?
I mean, my family, and then, some people can join it, my friends and, family friends and stuff like that.
Yeah. So do you have a pretty big team?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think you probably do, and you've been doing it for 8 years, as you say. So this year you're an ambassador, which sounds very impressive. What does it mean to be an ambassador?
So basically, like I'm an ambassador for JDRF, and I get to do like different like interviews and like different like fundraisers and stuff like that.
Okay. And the day of the event, and we should mention what day that's happening.
Yeah, it's gonna be on May 21st. I think that's next weekend.
Yes, that's Sunday, May the 21st. And where is it going to happen?
Yeah, Husky Stadium.
At Husky Stadium. So that's really easy. And I looked at a little video online, and it looked like really it was on the bridge because it's Beat the Bridge. So
Yeah.
you go on the bridge.
Yeah, you have to like you have to run across the bridge, but before the bridge like closes. But you can also do like the 1 mile run, the fun run, or the walk.
And so which one do you do?
Well, I was thinking about doing the 8K where you have to beat the bridge, but since I'm a diabetes ambassador, I have to like do different like things before, and I couldn't make it on time to do the 8K, so I'm just going to do the fun run this year.
Well, I think you deserve to do the fun run. The 8K sounds so intimidating, but I admire you for wanting to do that. So maybe that's the goal for next year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, that is so amazing. So you said that it was stressful when the diagnoses came back when you were 3 years old, but it seems that it hasn't really put any brakes on your life, because I understand you're you said you wanted to do an 8K run, but how about some other sports that you're interested in?
I'm interested in soccer at the moment. I'm really into soccer. And skiing. I love skiing, and I used to be on a basketball team, but we didn't really continue that this year. But I still love basketball.
Well, you have to make some choices, right? There's only so much time in a day, and you're going to school too.
Mhm.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 5th grade.
5th grade. Oh, I remember 5th grade. It was a long time ago for me, but I still remember it. So I hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
But are you ready for summer to come and having time off from school?
Yes.
Great. And during summer vacation, are there some sport plans? Perhaps more soccer?
Yeah. And, well, yeah, it's my birthday in summer, so I'm pretty excited for that, too.
Oh, well, happy birthday early. And so you'll be turning 11.
Yep.
Right. Oh, wow. Well, happy birthday. I hope that there are some fun surprises for you when that comes along.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, in terms of the type 1 diabetes that you are living with, what does it mean to you? Are there medications? What do you have to do on a day to take care of yourself?
Well, when I was first diagnosed, I would have to do some shots, and that would be like 7 shots a day if I was eating like snacks and stuff. But now I got on the insulin pump, and just before a meal, I would just have to like give myself insulin, and then after a meal, I would also have to give myself insulin after too.
And so what is the insulin pump like for a child? I've seen it on an adult, but what does it mean for you? How does this device look, and how do you wear it? Or do you wear it?
Yeah, I wear it. I wear it on my, well, on like I have a clip for it, so a clip, I can just clip it onto like what I'm wearing, like to my pants or something.
And so it shows on the outside of your pants, right?
Yeah.
It's visible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure by now your classmates are probably familiar with seeing that. But do you ever have people ask you, like, what is that thing?
Yeah, a lot. Like, if I'm, like, at the, like, park or something with my friends, there will be, like, kids that come up to me, and they're like, oh, what's that? And I have to explain it.
So that's a pretty good educational moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do they act surprised? What is their reaction to you?
Some people act surprised, but some people are just like, oh, okay, and they just walk away.
Oh, okay. So I'm sure that having an insulin pump is much better than taking shots, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I can appreciate that. And so is it a button you push to provide the insulin before you're going to have a meal?
Yes.
Okay. And so you're just very accustomed to doing this on a regular basis.
Yep.
Yep. But what's the goal here? The fundraising with the Beat the Bridge is to raise funds for a cure, and that would mean getting rid of the pump and injections and all that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
And how do you feel about that?
I mean, I've thought about it for a while. Like, I still don't know, like, if there was a cure, if I would take it, I probably would. But it kind of just feels like my superpower, and it just feels like it's a part of me. So I don't know if I would take the...
Well, now you have me intrigued. I like that word, superpower. Can you tell us how it is a superpower in your life?
I mean, I feel like it just, like, I've gotten more braver with it, and I feel like I've just really, like, pushed through, like, some hard times.
I respect that. That is wonderful. And I'm glad that you have had that kind of experience with it, that people use the phrase turning lemons into lemonade. It kind of feels like you've made those injections in that pump be lemonade. But lemonade is your superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think, though, that now that you've learned that you've become braver and you understand, how to act more and be more brave, that maybe that's you and you just are that superpower now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a thought anyway, just because I feel that you're very mature for an almost 11-year-old young lady. And, so I think you've learned a lot, and this superpower has really made a good impact in your life.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. So, in the time we have left, what would you like to say to people about supporting you, or at least supporting, well, I'd like them to support Team Lucy, but supporting the research that's going on for JDRF?
I think people should come out to Beat the Bridge because it's a really good cause. And, I mean, donating can help find a cure for diabetes and for kids like me.
Yes, I agree. I think we need to do that. I also saw, Lucy, that there's a virtual event. So if people can't come out, they can just go on and do the walk virtually, right?
Yes.
Yes. And we still can donate. It's so simple. I actually did donate to your team, Lucy, because I wanted to let you, I don't know if you have a goal, but I want you to just really succeed. And I just admire who you are and being so brave. So thank you for doing your ambassador role so well. And thank you for being with me this morning and sharing your life and your story with our listeners.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You can also support Team Lucy. simply by going to the website jdrf.org, the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. You could hear how mature and how very secure that Lucy feels in herself. And it would be wonderful if she didn't have to deal with wearing a pump for so much of her life. So we can help with the research, help kids, other kids like Lucy, have a more stable life and be rid of this disease. That brings us to the end of a very full hour of Inspirational Women with Lucy Chick and Shanisty Ireland and Sunday Morning Magazine with Emma Nadler. I'm Kate Daniels, your host, and I greatly appreciate your sharing this hour with me and these special guests. For details you might have missed or information you'd like to know, please just send me an email, kated@warm1069.com, and I will get right back to you. Also, if you'd like to listen again or to share these important stories with your family and friends, find the podcast on our Warm 1069 webpage. Just click on the podcast tab, then either of the show names, and then look for the guest names. I now wish you and your family a day of finding the superpower in your life and sharing it with the world. Have a week of the same, and then please plan to join me again next weekend for another hour of Sunday Morning Magazine and Inspirational Women on Warm 1069. And happy Mother's Day to all moms. Good morning.